Good morning, beautiful beings. How are you today? Hope you're having the perfect summer experience. So, if you were not, I believe all of you were with us on Lionsgate. It was quite powerful. And so, if you haven't had a chance, take a peek and tune in with that. And other than that, we're gonna just drop in now and do our work. I think there's still a few people kind of sneaking in the back door here. So I think I'm just going to share a few things and then we're going to meditate. Um, this is a very extraordinary time, and I'm really getting that reflection from a lot of people who are friends and they're doing their own form of work. But it's bringing all of us to this same moment of a certain amount of letting go. And some of that surrender and letting go is big stuff, and some of it is just like, wow, in the moment. And actually now beginning to feel the difference between your 5D self and your 3D self, right? Like you're going, why do I feel this way? Oh, it's my 3D self. Okay, well, you know, do I just shift to 5D or do I kind of go inside and go, oh yeah, I need to handle that? So it's a toggle, and there's that beautiful video on toggling that came through. I'm going to say 4 or 5 months ago. So here is a really interesting. So I'm writing a book, and I think you'll all remember that one of the things that we spoke about in terms of a spiritual hack was one act of kindness a day. And it could literally be, lending something to someone or giving a smile to a stranger or calling a friend who might need you. Um, but as I was writing it, I started noticing it everywhere. It- and I came up with a subtitle, hey, kindness is contagious. And I know the reason why. It's because when you open your heart and your soul wants to come through for that inner connection. See, I think this is the beauty of kindness enactments is if I do something, if I feel like, oh, and I do something kind for you, because it's just this instinct, and then you receive it. Now there's this connection, right? And our soul goes, oh, thank golly, wow, yum. Oh, it's such a relief because it's not a connection that we're talking about 3D. It's a connection that's really coming through from the soul. Now, I went to a store about a week or so ago, and I'm kind of in this whole kindness thing. And so there's a guy there, and he had 3 kids and his arm full of things. And I said for him to go ahead of me. And then for some of the reasons, this woman behind me had looked like she had nothing, just one thing. I said, you could go ahead of me. So within a short amount of time, someone else came over and offered kindness to her. And I went, that's interesting. And I went, kindness is contagious. Whatever it is that you're doing to shift yourself to 5D, you're affecting the field. And it can be from the beauty of your living room. And this is what we're hoping to do here is to affect the greater field with the work that's coming through, just so that we can keep this moving, not only for ourselves, because we really know in our soul and our hearts and our minds that we have to do everything we can to shift and wake up because we're the channels for and the anchors for, this quantum crystal world that is here. And we have to see through the veil in those moments. And yes, things are still most of the time going to appear solid, but it doesn't mean that that frequency or that energy can't come through and move into the field and kind of ding others around us. Like, oh, wow, that was nice. Yeah, and I'm noticing more and more. I'm going to say 90% kindness around me. Every once in a while, someone is a little, I just start laughing. That's what I do. I just start laughing. So, with that thought in our minds and our hearts, let's begin our journey and see where we're guided to go today. Okay. And speaking of hearts, let's move right on into our hearts. And I'm going to remind you of a really sweet hack, which is just take two fingers and just tap your breastbone and say, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. A slight nod. Yes, yes, yes. And then go to five. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. And you're just opening all the circuits that way. You're opening all the circuits. I always hear the confirmation crack when saying something authentic. Okay, so expand your field into your beautiful place, your residence, your wherever you are. And we link energetically with all the beings of the IC. And then we shift into love, 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 love. It just comes through. It just blossoms through. I like to say I'm blooming it into the field. And love, 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 love. Yes. And reaching out to all the beautiful beings. Here we go. And then today we're being guided to let our brilliant soul attention expand and travel seamlessly around the planet. And with this possibility of linking with other beings, either that you know or don't know, but that are holding resonance with this possibility. And I'm allowing my attention to move around the planet with that yes, 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 yes. Finding those yeses. And you may or may not even um, know where that is, its locale. It doesn't matter. I'm feeling the bloom of yes. Happy souls saying yes. And I can see the formation lighting up. And now allow this, I'm going to call it a bleed through of this crystalline matrix. Definitely allow it to interface with your shadow body behind you and light it up. Just light it up. And we're going to particularly move into the subhuman third ring, which is the perilous parallel worlds. Beyond that, the third and fourth, we're going to move into those and really address how those manifestations are affecting the 3D planet right now. And included in that is, suppression of the feminine, particularly the divine feminine, uh, cult frequencies, um, just those frequencies that are sadly inhabiting some people, causing mental illness, emotional issues. And we're just going to now allow this beautiful matrix of crystalline light, shall we say, I want to say undershadow, meaning it starts to bloom forth into it. And we're seeing that we, by owning our shadow bodies and procuring their upliftment with our QC field, they're up leveling, they're up leveling. There you go. That now we can say, as an element of the one, we now begin dismantling those frequencies that have the planet entrapped. Allowing almost like a wishing back and forth in that arc behind you, about 3 or 4 feet behind you, just right at that waistline, just arc back and forth. You may feel things in your body release. We're all co-creating this reality, so we are co-creating it now through dissipation of darkness with light. And by darkness, I mean anything that suppresses the beautiful natural evolution of our planet. Fan the light through it dimensionally. Right. Span the light through. That which, this is one of the elements that holds the planet captive. Humanity, consciousness captive. So we're just paying a little attention to this today. There you go. Well, you'll feel some of this band possibly around the backside of your diaphragm, kind of the lower upper, yeah, the mm, just above the lumbars and below the rib cage. And so we're just taking our attention back and forth. And if you have a particular mudra that you use, you can even take half of the mudra with your right hand and just sweep back and forth. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to radiate this possibility of clearing to all the beings that we're connected to on the planet. And they may find their own way to clear this. So we're going to just expand our attention out on that beautiful planetary grid. There have been waves, waveforms, this possibility. We offer it with love. And we say, kind of as we offer it, possibility to clear your shadow body now through divine intervention, and thus clear it for the new earth, thinning the veil. And with love and grace, we do this for the possibility of the planet making it through this, making it through this transition and finding its bloom. Beautiful, beautiful earth. And we offer it with and infuse this offering with love, 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 love. And we ask those who are steering this transition process to guide those, inspire those, assist those. They may clear what is residual in their releasing to awakening. And we send it forth with waves of love, 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 love. And allowing this possibility to flow through us. We're not in charge of it, but we're purveyors. Let it flow through us as possibility, 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 possibility. Love, 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 possibility. And so it is. And there is a cleansing going on in the planet coming forth as we're seeing earthquakes and volcanoes and those kind of those kind of physical changes. And you may notice little things like that, little volcanoes and earthquakes in your body, shakeouts, detox, and you just go, yay! You just celebrate it, because then it shall be a past possibility. Hmm. Okay, so I definitely invite you to check in with this frequency um, possibility. Just just activate your heart and your soul, and you linked with the work, the crystalline work, the IC, the work, it said link with it. And then really just, we got to, really infuse that back body. And it's not even, when we say shadow, it's like, oh, shadow is the things that, that you did wrong or we did wrong or whatever. It's not that. Mm, it's the programming of of how this whole human thing works out. It doesn't have to be the way it is right now. It can really move into a beautiful unfolding with ease and grace. So, with that, I bless you all with a lovely namaste. And I hope you have a gorgeous day. So, we'll see you next week. And just again, I'm going to remind everybody that it's just one link every week, doesn't change. So, it just does change for the new moons and Lionsgate and things like that, but this link is always the same. So go with grace.